the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi, and welcome to Pure Guidance. I'm doing a Valentine special for all the signs. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Scorpio mid-month predictions. And for this, I've already meditated on your energy, Scorpio, as well as pre-shuffle this deck right here. So let's go ahead and see which messages are coming up for you. The first card that we have here, the Two of Pentacles, which is really asking you to prioritize. So perhaps many of you have a lot going on in your life. Perhaps it's to do with love, career, business, whatever it may be. A lot of juggling that is being required on your end. A lot of, little expectations that you're having to meet. And this is a great time to be prioritizing. Understand what your priorities are. What's your number one, number two, number three? And with that, do not forget that you are your number one priority, okay? Your health, your wellness always comes first. So give yourself the time you need, and then everything else will, take up your time. That's fine. But you are your number one, and that is very important. So love yourself during this time period and focus in on what is important to you, Scorpio. What's the most important to you? The Star, the Knight of Cups. Both these cards bring with it this dreamy energy. We are in Aquarius season, and even as we exit this season, it feels as though you will be able to take forward whatever you have acquired during this time period. The dreams, the hopes, the wishes, wherever you have spent your time being playful. That is something to kind of carry forward as we go into the Pisces season. Okay, the Star card represents the act of thinking outside the box. It's about being a visionary. All right, so for those of you, if you have been too occupied, well, that's what the Two of Pentacles is saying. If you can prioritize, then you will also be able to make time for yourself. You yourself need some time to kind of play around with ideas, with thoughts, because as you do that, in that process, you get a deeper understanding of what you're wanting. As soon as you understand what it is you want, guess what? Scorpio, it is coming into your reading, just like we see it. The Knight of Cups represents whatever you're wanting. Okay, it's your dreams, your hopes, your desires coming into your reading. So literally, whatever you spent your time in beginning of February or in January, that's going to be coming into life for you in a form of an offer. Okay, for some you might be dealing with an Aquarius, sure. Aquarius could even be another air sign such as Gemini or Libra, and if that's the case, then this is a great time to kind of talk things out. Okay, talk things out and allow for balance to return. There will be a time period where that opportunity will really open up for you, and you will be able to create that space to have that conversation. Of course, it doesn't have to be an Aquarius, but for some it will be. For others, this is just about having that conversation with someone during this time period before it's too late, before you exit out of this season. Because look at that, right? 10 of Pentacles. It is literally representing, for those of you, if this is to do with a relationship, 10 of Pentacles is predicting a very well-established relationship. It is adding to a very solid foundation if you have that conversation. It's important. If you cannot communicate openly, really have that trust, build on that trust, build on the relationship, strengthen the bond, and have that forever, relationship. You need to have the moment first. That forever moment has to happen before the relationship can progress into whatever you're wanting, right? So it's possible, absolutely. If you were wondering whether this is the person or the one, and this has come up for you before too, Scorpio, the answer was yes for most of you. For others who are still confused, I recommend a personal reading. but it's definitely something, if you work on it, you can have the best out of it. If this is a work situation for those of you who are dealing with something in terms of education, career front, if you just work on it now, address it now, you will be securing great wealth for your future, is what the cards are saying. It's really your time to decide, right? It's really your time to say something. You gotta say something, Scorpio. If you've been avoiding a conversation, avoiding a topic because you've been too busy to have that conversation, now is a good time to do so. And not just, oh, it's a good time, but literally the universe is going to pull that right out of you. Judgment card, this is, you know, the universe kind of blowing through that trumpet and just calling you, asking for your answer, demanding an answer. Doesn't have to be, but in many cases it is. And as a result of that, perhaps it'll be another person asking for your answer. Perhaps there is an opportunity, you know, an offer that's been made to you, but they want an answer. Like, are you going to say yes or no? So whether or not you like it, this is a time that you're going to have to decide on something. And this might be your forever something, which is, that's a wonderful indication. And congratulations to those of you for whom this is the start of something brand new. We then have the Temperance card falling into place. So if you were a little bit skeptical about anything, or just unsure of what to do next or how to do it, the Temperance card is indicating for you to dive into your soul to reach an answer. Okay? Judgment, asking for an answer. Temperance is how you get to the answer, how you get to the bottom of things, because it is the act of letting your conscious self tap into your subconscious mind. This water represents your subconscious mind. It is the part of you that is always aware, always awake, always taking in information. You know, when you're giving that exam and you're like, I know the answer, I think I know the answer. You don't know it, but you guess it, and turns out you're right. Well, that's your subconscious at work. It picked up on the answer. It was probably listening during the lecture, and now you know. You know, sometimes you just have to go with your gut. So it's about tapping in to your subconscious. And at the same time, Temperance represents an awakening of your soul, an awakening of yourself. When does that happen? It happens when you can understand yourself better, when you can really create for yourself that reality that you also align with. And that is what the Temperance is really bringing out from you. Notice notice in your major arcana cards so far, Scorpio, you have angels aiding you, right? All three cards. What are the chances? There is this aspect of synchronicities present. There is this aspect of the universe giving you signs if you want them, if you need them. If you need guidance, they're here for you. But you have to be able to make that connection and connect the dots and see for yourself what the answer is by listening to your intuition. What else do we see? We see solid land and water. We see more water and the act of making a decision as we enter this water. What does that mean? It means that as we leave the Aquarius season and we enter the Pisces season, you're going to have to make a decision. And as you do, you will regain balance. We again have water and land. Look at the similarities. Be able to connect the dots as messages come across to you. There is increased stability. We're going from 2 to 10. That's a very solid base, a good-looking foundation for whatever you're trying to build, Scorpio. That's good, right? But you have to believe that. You have to understand that it is. And if you need someone else to help you see that, then don't be afraid to reach out. Now, the Temperance card also represents Sagittarius. So for some of you, perhaps you're making a decision in relation to a Sagittarius in your life. Doesn't have to be, could be another fire sign as well. But in many cases, when the Temperance card comes out, it very much is indicating something to do with a Sagittarius. And if that's the case, then this is the perfect chance for you to really work on things with them and build something stronger. Perhaps it's a relationship that you are strengthening. Okay? Now, 3 of Pentacles just fell into place for you, and this card again is focusing on that aspect of building, of growth, of strength. Notice something else in the cards, right? We have here the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, but in the middle we have the 10 of Pentacles. So what does that mean for some of you? It means that this 10 of Pentacles is not yet available to you. It's in the process of becoming, but to get here, you got to go from the 2 to the 3 of Pentacles. 2 is prioritization. 3 is the hard work that comes after you make a list of what needs to be done, then you start doing it. As a result of this back and forth, prioritize, work hard, you will achieve ultimate luxury. And this goes for relationships too, if that is a message you were looking for. When you understand the other person a bit better, you understand what they value, what they prioritize. And then if you're in a relationship and if you're trying to really strengthen the bond between your partner and you, then pay attention to what they value as well. Not just what you value, but what they value. And then when you can come to terms, you know, it has to be based on the both of you together, not just one, but both. It has to be equal. Right? And that's what makes the relationship strong. That understanding. Okay, well, let's see what we have under the deck for you, Scorpio. A very deeply connected reading, I have to say, so far for you. Lots of commitment, this forever feeling in your reading, which is so nice to see, very cozy. And what are the chances we have a 10 of Cups under the deck for you, Scorpio? Really, if you are debating upon whatever this is that you haven't said yes to or haven't talked about yet, then please do, because the cards are really just asking for your attention. Look at that beautiful 10 of Cups, right? Again, this 10 of Cups is here predicting firmness, right? Family. Focusing on family, focusing on your values, value system. Perhaps if this is about you and someone else, then maybe you're wondering whether or not they'll fit in to your family or if you can fit into theirs. And this is about, you know, family values, being able to come together. But when that time comes around, don't forget that the more open people are, the more they can adapt as well. So look for that quality in the other person if that's something you are kind of trying to understand. There is this part of you that may feel as though it wants to run away from the situation. For some of you, it is to do with a past betrayal, I'm getting, with the 7 of Swords here for you, and 10 of Wands, just the way the cards are acting up. They are representing this past history almost that might be holding you back, and if that's the case, know the past is the past. Every person is different and unique, and in order to build on something and really get the most out of it, out of life, you have to be able to see the value in it, right? The value of the person, the value of the situation or the offer, whatever it may be. Everything is different in some way or another. It's up to your eyes to see through it all. So don't let your past hold you back, is what I'm trying to say. We also have the Ace of Wands. So this can really prove to be a wonderful new start, a new beginning for you, Scorpio, if you so choose. Okay? The cards are predicting something beautiful and harmonious and very strong, right? Very sturdy in nature. Ultimately, it's your decision that will kind of shape things up, will shape up your future. So we'll see, right? We'll see. I wish you all the best. If you need any assistance, please check out my website at IamPureGuidance.com. I am also offering Valentine specials as well, so hopefully you'll find something that will very much suit you and what you need at the moment. If not, email me and we can figure something out. And I will see you all in March. So thank you so much. Thank you for your love and support. I truly do appreciate it.
Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance.